Hello everyone, this is Cari for Redesign with Prima. In today's ornament series, I have some beautiful ones I made in traditional colors using the Glitter and Glow Decor Mold by Redesign. I had so much fun making these, and I love the effects and all the different ways that they turned out, so I hope you enjoy it too. So I used clear resin in the molds. I also added the Timeless Ties bow decor mold. There's little bows everywhere. This is very popular this year. Obviously, bows are very popular, so I was wanting to add them to the ornaments. Now I'm also using our A3 Decoupage fiber called Poinsettias. This is a set that comes with 3 different styles, and I wanted the sheet music and some of the greenery to come through behind the clear resin ornaments. So here I'm just taking our soft gloss gel, I'm adding a generous amount and applying it to the backs of the ornaments. Then I just lay it down onto the decoupage and let it dry completely. I think I waited about an hour or so. It's a little humid where I live, so it took a little bit longer, but it does dry pretty quickly, and I was pretty amazed at how well it sticks to resin. It was really impressive. I'll have all the product descriptions and links for you in the description part of the video too, by the way, so you can go back and look and see what I use, and I'll link everything as well. Okay, once I've laid them down onto the decoupage, I went in with a baby wipe just to make sure that none of that gel was on the fronts, because I don't want any spots or any funny, marks on there. And I did an extra snow globe, and this one I added the soft gloss gel and sprinkled on some of my Finnabair gold glitter. Very lightly, just a dusting, just because I wanted to put it over a flower on this decoupage fiber so that it'll show through, but there's going to be some glittery effects. It's really, really cool. Now you just want to use a sharp craft knife just to cut around the ornaments. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to clean up the edges in just a bit. So I just kind of went through all of the ornaments that I glued down and trimmed it with this craft knife on a craft mat. Now I'm using a 240 grit piece of sandpaper just to clean up the edges of the ornaments. So that just takes the little edges of the fibers that are still there that I didn't cut perfectly. It just makes a nice clean edge, and I go from the back and work my way to the front. So I'm not sanding the fronts of the ornaments, just the backs, just getting those little fibers off of there to get a nice clean edge. And this paper helps me get into all those little creases and crevices too, so it's really helped a lot. Now I'm going in with my Metallique paint. This is a Finnabair Metallique paint called Moss. It's a very, very beautiful color, very rich green, and it matched the decoupage fiber perfectly. Now I recommend adding 2 coats, and it does dry really, really fast, so you can move right along. Because some of that decoupage does show through on the bottom part, which is not a big deal, but 2 coats of paint really give it a nice coat. And now I'm doing a little garland that I had cast in resin from the Timeless Ties decor mold, and I'm using the Dragon's Eye Sparks paint. Then I'm going to attach it with a little bit of super glue gel. It's a gel super glue. It's a 2-part system, so you spray and then you put the gel on the other part and then you just stick it down, and it sticks down within seconds. So you better make sure you put it exactly where you want it. And now I'm going in with my liquid fluid medium. Now if you can't find this because it's out of stock, you can use clear nail polish or a spray sealer. I love this part because it makes the whole decoupage flower from behind come to life. So it gets rid of that matte finish because our molds are matte finish. So now I can see that flower and all that glitter come through. It's so beautiful. And you can add a couple coats to make it super shiny. And our paper's reversible, so the backs are already decorated too. And you can use the same stuff to seal the backs with as well. Now I'm going in with the Flame Metallique paint. So it's sort of an orangey red. It's not a real true Christmas red, but It actually matched some of the florals and patterns on the decoupage fiber, so I didn't mind using it. And I am going to antique it a bit and with some liquid acrylic. So here I'm just making sure I coat the resin bows really, really nicely. And this paint, it does go on somewhat transparent, so you can add 2 coats or paint the front and then paint the back if you want it to be completely solid. And also I wanted to mention I use my Finnabair brush set, which I love. They're sable brushes, they clean beautifully, and they really put the paint on perfectly. Now this is our Umber liquid acrylic paint. This is also going to be in the description. So it's a transparent sort of liquid acrylic, so you just want to brush over it lightly. It's just adding like a little bit of a layered effect to the red, so it darkens it and it makes it match even more, and it gives it sort of an aged effect. I just love how these bows turned out. They are so pretty. And I just use a baby wipe to dab off any excess, and then I allow them to dry completely. Now I'm going in with the Dragon's Eye Sparks paint again, just to highlight some of the beautiful parts of the castings. Like this is the candle, so I use that at the top just to add a glowing gold finish. It's very, very sparkly, and I only added 1 layer. I didn't want to completely cover it because I think it looks kind of cool with the decoupage coming through on the back. Then I'm adding that moss green on the bottom, and you can see the coverage. I literally only add a teeny bit of this paint. So much goes a little bit goes a long way, so you don't have to use very much. And here I painted the bottom of this cloche in the Dragon's Eye, but I ended up changing my mind and going back in with the moss later. Once I put all the ornaments down on the table together, it was just a little bit too much gold, so I wanted to add more green, but the choice is yours. Of course, you can add whatever colors you want to. And this is the little lantern, so I'm adding the moss green to the sides, and then the Dragon's Eye was at the top and the bottom of this lantern. You can see the back of the decoupage paper. It looks so good. And here they are, all finished with the paint and the decoupage so far. You can see what I mean by the gold. So that was just a personal choice. And now I am adding some transfers to the fronts of my resin castings. This is a set called Classic Christmas, and it has beautiful bells and lots of holly and pine cones. And I just thought this is so traditional Christmas, which is the look I was going for. So that's why I chose it. Now I'm just adding the transfer right over the resin. I haven't done anything to the resin yet, so and it goes on really, really easily. And I just love how these little bells look. Now for the little candlestick, there's not a lot of room on the front surface, so I just added little berries and a little bit of greenery, and that's really all it needed, because I didn't want it to be too busy. So what's nice about the transfers is you can cut them apart and use them any way that you like, and it went on really, really easily. So there you can see the berries, and next I add the greenery. What's really fun about transfers is that you can layer them and kind of make your own designs, and that makes it very, very unique. It'll make your ornaments extremely unique, and it goes on so beautifully. Here I just wanted to do like a really light dry brush of the flame to the top of the candle, just to add a little bit of like a orange flamey element. I hope that makes sense, but I think it really finished it off nicely. And now I'm adding some more transfers to this globe. Now I just sort of take my finger and press it in so I kind of know where to cut around. And another cool thing is if you just cut little slits around the transfer, it helps it go over sort of a rounded or curved surface a little bit easier for you. So you can work in sections and, go a little at a time, and then when you're ready to remove, they should all be down. And if they aren't, it's okay. Just lay it back down and rub again, and then you should be good to go. And if you make a mistake, you can always cover it up with some berries or some other elements from the transfer set. Now here's where I changed my mind and went back with the green. So you can certainly layer these paints. They go over you know, you can layer them together. And actually some of that gold came through some of that green. So it was actually kind of a cool effect. So if you know, can layer, definitely try it. It was really, really fun. And here I'm just adding a little bit of holly to the cloche, and behind it was some of that greenery from the decoupage, so it gave a really, really pretty 3D effect. Now I'm taking some of that umber liquid acrylic paint and just dabbing it onto the ornaments just to give it sort of an aged look. And it also brings out all of those fine little details really, really beautifully. So it kind of mimicked real brass, which I really loved. And there's so many little details on here you don't even notice. So definitely use your art mediums to make them pop a little bit more. What's also nice about this paint is you can take a baby wipe and just kind of wipe some back if you feel like you've added too much. So it just removes it, but keeps it exactly where you want it, like in all those little details. So it was really kind of a fun and cool technique to try on these, and I'm really happy with the results. Okay, next I'm going to add all of those fun little bows that I've prepared with the paint and the liquid acrylic. And I'm just using my gel super glue once again to add my bows to the ornaments. It's a really strong glue. This two-part system works great, but you can also use E6000 as another option. That's another great glue, or even Gorilla Glue. Their super glue is fantastic as well. And you just add a little dab to the back of the bows and then place them where you want them. And I love how like this pop of red just complements the greens and the transfers and everything. It just sort of brought this whole look together. Now I'm going in with my fluid medium just to seal everything up and make it shiny. Again, you can use a glossy spray sealer to do this part and make it really, really shine because I wanted these snow globes and the glass parts, so to speak, to look, you know, shiny and glass-like actually. So I don't know if you guys have tried different things, but let me know what you've tried and what works. And one more thing, don't forget to seal the backs of the ornaments too. You want to seal that decoupage fiber and keep it protected as well. So you can use the same sealer that you use on the fronts. Now, because I added like the little bows from the Decor mold, I decided just to add a simple little piece of ribbon at the top. I didn't want to add more bows. I thought that would be too much, but you can certainly do that. It's your ornament. You can do what you like. So I just fold the ribbon around and then glue it to the backs. And, you know, even if you don't like that rough part, you can put a button or something there to clean it up. And here they are all finished. It was really, really fun to make. These would be great crafts to do with your friends or give as gifts this holiday season. So let me know what you think in the comments. If you have questions, I'll be happy to answer them. And thank you so much for watching.